Hi guys, and welcome back to the Cultured Podcast, a place where we talk about all things trending, all things popping, and all things cultured. I'm Sasha.
And I'm Stephanie.
Wow.
Welcome back.
Back again. Who does that? Don't jealous me.
Don't jealous me.
Me and Stephanie went back in time this week, and we had some harsh truths about how old we were. We discussed how 1 to 4, there was only 1 to 4 channels.
Oh, channels 1 to 4, and that was like the first 7 years of our life.
6-7 years of our lives. We just about made it for the internet, but then it really started to get popular when
we were born.
Yeah. Well, yeah, just after we were born. Not typewriters. No, we was typewriters. Because the printer had that paper that used to, with the line dotted.
Mm-hmm. The old school paper.
The old school paper where you can cut the side bits off. What else was there? That was it, really.
Yeah, but we just realised that we're old.
We're old as hell. Oh my gosh. So we've got a few topics to talk about. So let's just get into it.
A lot of things to talk about.
Vaccines. So is it Pfizer? The US company Pfizer has said they are 90% accurate, or they've got it 90% right. They've got the vaccine 90% right. So much so that they've done their trials. Their trials have been ridiculously successful. And they are hoping to start vaccinating people come spring.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was sooner than that.
No, I think it's spring.
Okay.
I know the UK has bought a lot already. They've already bought a lot of vaccines from them, and so many other countries. There are some holes in this vaccine anyway, because I think it has to be stored in below 0 temperatures. So storage wise, that creates some sort of problems, or no, not storage wise.
You would have to build
travel wise.
Oh, okay,
accessibility to it. So in hotter countries, for example, so places like Morocco and hotter countries, how are they going to be able to store it? And not store it, but I guess how long can it be out without it being in the freezer, for example? So there's that. And then obviously this has been made in 8 months.
Yeah, so a lot of people are really skeptical about the time frame that it took to put together this vaccine.
Because it takes 10 years, doesn't it? I don't know. How do you feel?
I don't know. I'm not taking it. And I'm not, but at the same time, I'm not looking down my nose at anybody who does want to take it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something doesn't sit right with me. And I just think it's one of them things that if I don't need it, I'm not going to take it. Like the flu jab. I don't need the flu jab.
Girl.
So I'm not going to take it.
Girl.
Am I going to get a smear test every 3 years? 100%, because I feel like that's something that I need as a woman. But
it's a preventative measure.
Yeah.
Well, so is the flu.
So is the flu jab. But if I get the flu, I feel like I can deal with it when I get it, sort of thing. I don't think I need to take those sort of measure to protect myself from the flu. That's just me personally.
I think my thing is how you say a smear test. A smear test is there's nothing going into my body. My thing is these vaccines for our whole lives, we don't know what's going into it. Yeah. We don't know unless you are the scientist. When you speak to these doctors and you ask them what is it, then they need to be able to tell me exactly
what is it, what
it is and what it does, what it's made of. All these people that are like, you need to take the vaccine, or you're crazy for not taking the vaccine, you're selfish for not taking the vaccine. Okay, but what's in it? If you can't answer me within 5 seconds about what's inside of this vaccine, then we're going to have a problem.
What is the difference between me handing you a drink and you just drinking it? You're going to ask, what is this? What did you put in it? I mean, when I go to the bar with my friends and they're like, I got your drink. What's in it?
If you go to the bar and someone gets you a drink, are you drinking it?
What's in it?
And you don't know them?
even if I do know you, I'm still gonna what's in it, because I need to know what have you given me.
Exactly.
I just out like what have you given me?
I mean, we've been taking so many vaccines from birth to now. Like, especially our generation, we had like the BCG, we had the whole shebang. We had so many vaccines, and I understand there are some vaccines that are very, very important, especially for children and babies and stuff. But I don't know. There is something not right about not knowing what is going into your body and trusting people
that you don't know
and could potentially get it wrong.
And I think our parents were very naive in that sense, that the doctor says you have to take it, you're going to take it. Like the school injections, you're going to take it. I can 100% guarantee that my mom never asked once, what is in this? What is it for? All she knew is that, is this necessary?
Because I don't think, if I can pick this up, I'm going to be so annoyed.
Is it necessary to be drilling during our podcast session?
I don't understand. I just don't.
They got one more chance. Maybe. No, you have to say something. You're going to have to. Sasha mentioned to me as well that I didn't know that Ticketmaster had they released this, or was this speculation?
I think they released it, where they basically said that anyone who goes to their concerts would need to have a vaccine. So this is the problem. The likelihood of them so they can't force this. They can't make the vaccine mandatory. That's I'm sure it's against human rights. But they can make it very, very difficult. So this, I think, is one of the things that they will do to make it difficult. Travel-wise, they will be like, well, you can't leave the country. Or maybe other countries will be like, oh, well, you can't come here unless you have the vaccine. Maybe even hotels would start to turn people away and be like, you know, you can't come here unless you have the vaccine. Or I'm sure schools can't do it, but maybe private schools might be able to enforce those sort of rules. Like, they're going to make it very difficult for you to live your life without having this vaccine. It's a hell no from me. Anyway, just really quickly, as we're talking about politics, Joe Biden is projected to be the next president of the United States. Is it the 46th or 47th? Can't remember.
46. 46. And yeah, I think they finished counting now.
No, they haven't finished.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Well, they can't finish. They haven't finished. It's. I know he definitely got Arizona.
I know that Joe Biden's on 306.
I know Georgia has officially been given a recount.
Oh, they have recounted.
They haven't finished, but they will be recounted because I think what was happening is there was a few situations where dead people were voting.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
So that's strange, let's be honest. That don't make no sense. So yeah, that's being official, but he's on track to being
he's at the station. He's not on track. He is at the station.
Yeah, he's at the station.
He is one.
Yeah. And I'm sure listen, I don't know what's going to happen, man, but I have a strong feeling that Donald Trump is going to press that red button.
And absolutely.
Because he's not going.
Nah.
But I mean, come January 20th, he's going to need to figure out his life pretty quick, because
you just go back to what you were doing before. What?
I don't know.
You are still a billionaire. Just go back to your normal life.
I don't know. I'm so interested to see what happens, but we just thought we'd raise that. And also I thought I'd raise that I called this, and that's all I want to say.
Okay, Biden won. We still have 2 months. There is still 2 months left for Trump to do the most.
The thing is, though, is a lot of people are just like, oh, well, you know, Biden is still a white man, which I agree with.
Yeah, 100%.
But sometimes it is nice to have a little bit of hope, especially in this year in particular.
Yeah,
it's nice to just have a little bit of a glimmer of hope, a little bit of positivity and celebration. It's nice to just smile.
Yeah.
And even if it goes downhill from here, at least we had that moment.
We were happy for a little bit.
Like I said, we still don't know. Joe Biden could gas all black people once he gets into that office. We don't know. But it's okay to just be a little bit happy. I understand there's skeptical, there's, what's the word? I understand people being a pessimist. I know what I'm asking you anyway.
I'm the worst for stars.
understand people being pessimistic, but you know,
Yeah.
it's okay to smile, guys. It's okay sometimes.
Allow
especially in
people to be happy.
Allow people. Don't rain on their parade just
Bloody
because
Debbie
they're like,
Downers.
oh
Just
my
let
god,
people
it's
be
not
happy.
every day. It's not every day. Sometimes it's
Have
okay
you seen
to
the
just,
year we've had?
girl. It's
Oh.
okay. You can enjoy life, you know. But just side note, just on enjoying life, Stephanie doesn't have a pizza tray, so she's literally
Hold
been.
on, what has that got to do with
No, because
enjoying
I
life?
need people, because you can enjoy life and you haven't been enjoying life
I
with your
have
rectangular tray. So I just want to put it out there, and I don't know if anyone else has a rectangular tray that they put their pizza on, or is it just, you know, civilized people that have a pizza tray to put their pizza in? But I just want to put it out there.
I get that
Tray.
it's easier to have a round tray.
That's what I'm saying. You can enjoy life,
but
it's not by
the
force. You have
pizza's
to
still
live
gonna come
in
out
poverty.
the same way.
But does it how though? Because isn't half of it like outside of the lines?
No.
Girl, I just can't cope.
Well, Sasha bought me a pizza and I'm very grateful and I will be using it. But, you know, I've been living 29 years without a pizza tray and I've been fine.
What's next, girl?
Okay. A lot of people might not be aware of this because the government released this document at 1 a.m.
They really wanted us to know about this report.
The UK government released a document called the Black People, Racism and Human Rights Report. Now, in this report, it's 200 pages long, so happy reading. But it basically outlines all the ways in which the UK is
failing
Black people. This document was released 1 o'clock in the morning. 1 a.m.
They wanted us to know so badly.
They did it when everyone was asleep.
Listen, they were like, well, Black people will be awake at this time. No one has jobs. Black people don't work.
Do you know how cheeky that is?
1 o'clock in the morning.
1 o'clock in the morning.
Like, not even 12, you know, because you might catch some people at 12.
That's rude.
1 o'clock, not even 11. A whole 1 o'clock in the morning. Anyway,
it's 200 pages long of all the ways that the UK is failing Black people. And what really annoys me is that is literally it. You have given me 200 pages worth of stuff I already know.
Yeah.
There was no solution to it. Okay.
There's recommendations.
Always, okay.
What's more interesting, actually, is this report was written by, I think it's 12 MPs. They're all white. They're all white.
Of course they are.
And they did bring their recommendations. So they have put a bunch of recommendations. But interestingly, these recommendations have probably already been been suggested, because of this report. It showed that within the 23 years that they've done these reports, nothing has ever happened.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's been failing for a very long time. It showed 75% of Black people in the UK believe their human rights are not equally protected compared to white people. It also talks about 85% of Black people are not confident that they would be treated the same as a white person by police. As 100%. You may know, Black people are 9.5 times more likely to be stopped and searched by police in England and Wales. And they are more than 5 times more likely to have force used against them by police and were subjected to tasers, 8 times the rate of white people. June 2020, the report also states, as of June 2020, Black people made up of 7.7% of the prison population in England and Wales, despite comprising of 3.4% of the overall population. Make sense. Make it make sense. And just really quickly,
the childbirth one was...
That's what I was about to go on to. Really quickly on the health. The committee reported that 78% of Black women and 49% of Black men didn't believe their health was equally protected by the NHS compared to white people. And recent studies, as I think most of us know by now, have found that Black women are 5 times more likely to die in pregnancy and childbirth than white women in the UK. So, with all of this information, with all of this statistics, like I said, these reports have been going on for the last 23 years, 21 or 23 years,
Yeah.
and nothing's happened. What do you think?
So I just want, what was the need for this report then?
I don't know. I guess it's something that they review every so often. Maybe in light of Black Lives Matter and everything, they've probably thought, oh, we probably should do something about it. So they stuck 14 white people to deal with this report.
And gave us, but you've given me the same result. Nothing's changed.
No, I mean, like you said, they're saying what they already know. I just feel like there will come a time where these reports and talking would mean nothing.
Yeah. Well, they mean nothing now.
But even more so, let's say this whole thing has like the whole Black Lives Matter has really allowed white people and other people to, or other people of color, you know, Asians
so non-black
as well,
people.
like non-black people, to really think about, wow, like maybe it's given them some sort of insight to think, wow, like black people really have it hard. So let's say this is the time where real change may happen. There's only so many discussions and there's only so many reports you can have. When you say you support Black Lives Matter, I'm gonna need you to show me how within, let's say 3 to 4 months, if you want to put together like an African Caribbean committee, for example. I don't know, like a group, like a black, I don't know what they're called. What were they called in uni? ACS group. I mean, I understand for other things like school, that might take a bit longer to actually talk about how you're going to implement real black history in schools and, you know, filter it down to mainstream schools.
I don't think it is harder in
I'm saying I can give you a bit longer than 3 or 4 months to make change. But these discussions and these reports that you keep having...
It's boring.
I'm bored.
I don't want to hear it no more.
When are we going to get more?
Why do you keep telling us what we already know? Like, tell us something new. What next? What are you going to do now that's actually going to work? Because you've put stuff in place and clearly they haven't worked because we're still talking about the same thing. So I feel like this report was sort of like the black letterbox situation. Let's put something out, shut them up for a couple more months. I feel like that's what it was.
But also, I think they know black people aren't going to read 200 pages.
No one's going to read 200. White people ain't even going to read white people aren't going to read 200 pages of nothing, especially anything to do with black people.
So
and you released it at 1 a.m.
What's the point? It's just annoying. Like, it's so frustrating sometimes where it's just like, I have a friend who works for the government, and she had said that they actually put a report out about the Windrush scandal. Did you hear about this?
No, of course not.
Yeah. So they put a report out about the Windrush scandal, I think a couple months ago. Actually, you know, claiming, you know, they said that it was our fault. Have you heard about it?
No.
I didn't know about it until my friend told me about it.
Where was this report?
Oh, you can read it. You just got to search for it.
On the government website?
Of course. So, thanks for that. It's just frustrating sometimes, like. But that's what the report said. That is what we've got to look forward to.
Until the next report.
Tell us what you think, guys, because we want to hear it.
And tell us if you've read it as well. It's basically 200 pages of them telling us your life is shit.
Well, exactly.
That's what it was. Okay. So, earlier this week, we released a poll on our Instagram. If your best friend got proposed to at your wedding/birthday, would you be mad?
No, I don't know about you. The results were pretty interesting, actually.
Yeah, so 70, nope.
I think it was 50%.
Yeah, 50% said
Pretty much
no,
50%
said yes.
For me, well, I don't know. You go first, girl.
I'd be hella mad. I was trying to think, would I be more mad at my wedding than I would my birthday? Like, maybe my birthday I'd be mad at the time, but I'd let it go after a couple of weeks. But I feel like my wedding, I am holding that for life. That kind of anger, I can be, I will, and people might call it petty, I will hold it for life. And then I was like, do you be angry at your best friend? Because if, most of the time, if your man does it right, you don't even know he's going to propose.
Yeah.
So she has no clue
No, you know your man's gonna propose.
No, but you know it's coming because you can feel it. But you don't. If he, as I said, if he does it right, you don't know when, as in the exact moment. So she has no clue that he's about to do it at her best friend's wedding. Can I be mad at her?
No, because
he's getting escorted out though.
Yeah, no, he hasn't done she hasn't done anything wrong,
but he has to go.
Assuming it's obviously women can propose to men too, so we don't know if it's a guy or a girl, but I can't be mad at my best friend. Listen, here's the thing. Unless you are dying, okay, maybe. First of all, no one needs to be proposing to anyone without speaking to me. If you're about to pop up and propose to someone at my birthday or my wedding, I'm going to need you to talk to me. Other than that, I don't understand how there are 365 days of the year.
And you picked my day.
There are 2 days that I'm just going to, unless they all roll into one, that I'm going to need you to stay away from. My birthday and my wedding. It's just 2. They're just 2 measly days. Please, leave them alone.
I'd be pissed.
Unless you are dying.
I don't know.
Unless you're dying. For me, for Stephanie, she doesn't give a shit. But for me, unless you have a serious illness and, you might not make it very long and this needs to be a quick process, of course, I'm going to give you my day.
If it needed to be that quick, why didn't you do it the day before? If it needed to be so quick,
well, no, because if they were dying, again, obviously, sorry to make it so grim, but if they were had a serious illness and everyone was going to be together at this particular event, then of course, it's very difficult to get everyone together again, I guess, maybe. I don't know. Don't, to all my friends, Stephanie.
You already know I wouldn't.
No, but it's not you. I just need you to filter this through to who you need to filter it through to. Please don't get anyone to propose to you on my birthday. And yeah, of course, it's a little bit selfish, but...
No, it's not. What's selfish is you proposing on my... That's what is selfish. It's my day.
Why? Do you know what it is? It's not the fact that it's yeah, it is obviously the fact that it's my day, but it's also there are other days. You know when you're sitting on a train, for example, or you're sitting somewhere and there are a million other chairs empty and this one stranger decides to sit right next to you. That's what it's like.
Why?
There are many other days in the year. Why have you chosen this day? Again, it could be that the guy who's proposing to you doesn't like me and just wants to be extremely petty, to which I say, well done. Pretty good. That's a good one. But other than that...
But you will be escorted out.
You'll be... I don't know. No. Let me tell you how I would feel. I would be mad as hell. Yeah. But I'm not going to show you I'm mad as hell. Because this is my wedding day. And you're not going to ruin my wedding day. So I'm going to need to mask it, legit tunnel vision, this situation. Act like I'm happy for you. And raise hell.
I don't know if I could act like I'm happy
the day after. No, because I'm going to need my birthday. I'm going to need my birthday, especially my wedding. Not so much my birthday.
Yeah,
Unless it's a 40th or something.
Like a big birthday.
Yeah, but big birthday. But on my wedding, I'm gonna need to be happy at all costs, because I'm sure people who get married leading up to that time is a stressful time, and that's just your one day of happiness.
Yeah.
First of all, I probably won't even get married in a big massive wedding anyway, because the older I get, I'm really down for registry.
Yeah.
Really.
100%.
Really down for registry.
But for me, it doesn't matter the size. It could be 4 people at my wedding.
It's true.
I don't think people understand. You need to deep the disrespect to get down on one knee at my wedding. It's
like announcing you're pregnant at someone's wedding. Like anything to take the shine off of that person.
Even announcing you're pregnant isn't. I don't like that. Wasn't. Do you understand how big a proposal is?
I mean, there are people that obviously 50% did say no, which is great because they are good people.
Liars. You're all liars.
I mean, some of them I did see were men, and I guess maybe they don't really care as much.
Yeah.
a wedding is sometimes
it's
more of a
maybe the women's,
female
yeah.
thing. But I know there are some people who will plan this with the groom to be, and for example, when they throw the bouquet, they will make sure that person or
catches
that girl
it, or
catches it.
they even hand it to them,
And then all of a
I'm
sudden,
not that girl.
I'm not that girl.
And you better understand that it's not going to be me.
And I am not a selfish person in any way, shape or form. Like, there are not many things I will be like, I'm sure I'll be like, just do it. But this, is too much.
No.
It's too much. Like, you know how expensive weddings are. So you're eating my food per head.
That's why I said you have to deep the respect.
And then
the disrespect. As girls as well, not all girls, but as females, wedding is something that we think about from a very young
whole
age.
life.
We think about our dress and, you're going to be my bridesmaid, you're going to be my bridesmaid. And when you get older, the money that goes into a wedding, whether it's small or big, the thought process that goes into a wedding. The
mental, stress.
You wake up that morning, you're nervous, you're excited. And to have that day be taken away from you by someone else.
With your dusty friend. Fuming.
For me, that is
fuming.
Unforgivable.
And I'm not angry like I said, I'm not angry at the friend. If you didn't know, if you knew, we need to talk.
The friendship's done.
We're gonna need to talk because I need to know your thought process behind why. Well, I'm gonna need everyone's thought process behind
why you thought this was okay.
But anyway, I'm just getting annoyed at that in itself. So we just need to move on.
So yeah, that was our poll.
Last week or a couple of weeks ago, we are introducing this positive news, especially for this episode, because I feel like it has been quite,
Yeah.
So a 6-year-old who paid for another person's meal at a McDonald's drive-through sparked a chain of kindness when everyone in the queue behind followed suit.
I've never heard that story.
That is so cute, isn't it? And it's just nice. It's nice. He's a black boy, by the way.
Was he like really young as well?
6.
Oh.
So he was like in his mum's car and was just like, I want to pay for a Happy Meal for the person behind. It's just not, children are so innocent and genuine. Well, unless you got a devil child.
They're not all of them.
Yeah, well, unless they are seriously devil children, they are quite kind-hearted and they're innocent and they're just lovely. And this is just nice because of what he did, it sparked off like a chain.
Yeah.
So everyone behind him was doing the same thing. Would I do it? Probably.
I mean, I've seen stuff like that, but I've only ever seen them in the States. I've never seen a video of anyone doing it here.
Yeah, no.
But my biggest fear is
from Stockton-on-Trees, wherever the hell that is.
Oh, that's in this country.
Yeah, it was here. He told his mum he wanted to do something kind.
That's really, really nice.
Good for the parents as well.
My biggest fear is when your kindness goes left. So you might say, I want to pay for the people behind it, and they've spent £55 at McDonald's. And you're like, can I pay for one meal?
Yeah, that's
the McFlurry.
Yeah, it's true.
That's
McFlurry. McFlurries are expensive.
That's what scares me. And then you said that, can you take it back? Because that cashier's gonna be looking at you sideways, like. I don't know. So sometimes I'm like, do I want to take that risk?
I should actually do. I think it's actually quite nice. It's a kind thing to do.
Let's do it today.
Okay, I will. I'm down to do that.
Pay for the meal behind you.
I will. I'll do that.
Let's do it.
No, I'm down to do that.
We are going to do it. I say we. Sasha's going to do it. And then
I'm down to do
I'm going to video it and put it on our Instagram page.
Okay. And I feel like the person's going to be looking at us like, why? Because
London people are different.
Oh, yeah, why are you doing
We're different.
What do you want?
What do you want?
What's
the
you
catch?
want? No, I'm just going to pay for your meal. Hopefully it doesn't go left like you say. Because I have no money upon my...
I think you have to look at how many people are in the car. If they've got a full car, family of 6, I'm not paying for it. I'm not paying for it. I can't afford it.
It's true. Oh my God. Okay. That was so funny. I'm really nervous now. I'm so nervous about actually what's going to happen when I pay for this.
You just need to make sure you get in at the right space. Make sure there's no family behind you. There's no caravan of people.
No, but you don't know.
Minibus.
Don't look at me, because I will go down the road to McDonald's and I will be by myself, but I'm getting
the most.
I'm getting the most for myself, but I'm also going to get something for my sister.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah.
I don't know if I
I'm
should do
excited.
this. Okay, fine. Well, I can't backtrack now, but will you go house with me if it's a lot of money?
No. I didn't say I was doing it.
What do you need? Okay, fine. Oh my God. What have I done? Anyway.
Okay, so as usual, we have our black business of the episode. And today's black business is...
Vocals. So Vocals is an event that puts on live music. They've been going since 2018. And when I tell you, the music is banging. You've got five amazing singers, and they'll do covers and medleys of... It depends. So they do different
The genre
genres.
changes
Yeah,
each,
so they've done a
event.
90s night. They've done an 80s, a soul night. They've done a reggae night.
Yeah.
But they have done so many good nights. Now, obviously, because of COVID...
They have moved to online
Yeah,
events.
so they can't obviously do big venues.
Yeah.
So they've gone to online events. So they have a new show that is coming Saturday,
The 21st.
the 21st of November, and it's going to be reggae and lovers rock. It's honestly, even if you're not really into that music, I promise you,
It's just the vibe.
it is the best vibe. Like, you're going to enjoy it
Yeah.
either way. Like I said, even if you're not into it, it's the vibe, it's the music. Like, it's just so good. You have to check it out. So if you go onto their Instagram, which is vocals_18, you'll be able to get their information. Their YouTube is, so this is going to be streaming via YouTube. Their YouTube is Vocals 2018. So this is where it's going to be streaming live. And make sure once you go onto their Instagram and you support, follow, subscribe, do the whole thing. Obviously, they're putting on their free show. It's free.
It's free.
Free show. So make sure if you can, donate whatever you can to support. Me and Stephanie are going to be there.
We'll be tuned in.
We will be tuning
I think what's
in.
really good about it, obviously, nothing beats a live performance, but you can have it on in the background, be on your sofa,
Listen,
glass of wine, in your pajamas,
snacks.
It's a
and
vibe.
having a little bit of a rave.
Yeah, it's a vibe.
Just having a little bit of a rave. But I can't wait. Every
Yeah.
single night I've been to has been amazing. So if you want a good time, if you want some positive vibes, if you just want to chill and just listen to good music, make sure you tune in. Like I said, Instagram, vocals_18, support black businesses.
Yeah.
Well, that was fun.
Well, guys, this has been the Cultured Podcast. I am Stephanie.
And I'm Sasha.
Bye.
Bye.